Hello everybody, it's Josie here. I'm going to be doing a TBR today. So my TBR is for round 6 of the Queer Lit Readathon. This is a readathon that I really love. I love supporting diversity in literature, and I love doing this readathon. It is hosted by the lovely Kathy and the lovely Rogan. There are sometimes some co-hosts, but I think it's only them hosting this round. I might be wrong. But it runs from the 25th of November to the 5th of December. So you've got a week to read some wonderful queer lit, and it is just celebrating all things queer in literature. And there is a bingo board, and I've got kind of the challenges and some books that I'm hoping fit the challenges. Now for me, I've really gone back to my first love in literature, which is horror and thriller. I mean, I started reading horrors, urban fantasies and thrillers, and that's really where my love lies. I've kind of branched out in all sorts of directions over the years, but lately, and I don't know if it's just the state of the world or what it is, but I've really kind of come back to that first love. Having said that, diversity, particularly in the horror genre, can be a little bit spotty. It's not the easiest to find. So what I've done for this round of the Queer Lit Readathon is I've challenged myself to get some horror/thriller books that are queer as well, so and that fit the challenges. So I think I've come up with some great books. I don't know if I'll get through all of them. I want to get through all of them. I really do, because these are all books that I am hugely anticipating and really wanting to read, so hopefully I'll get through them. Yeah, so without further ado, let me go through the books and the challenges. So the first book I've got here is this gorgeous cover by Melinda Lowe, and it's called A Line in the Dark. I've read a few other Melinda Lowe books and I really liked them, so I kind of picked that up on the strength of the fact that it is Melinda Lowe and it's just a really pretty cover, and it is wonderfully spooky and dark. And it says Melinda Lowe's A Line in the Dark is soaked in menace. Each page in this brilliant thriller is deliciously unsettling. Gone Girl meets Pretty Little Liars, and that's all I want to know. That just, I mean, I love Gone Girl. I binge watched the entire series of Pretty Little Liars. This will be right up my alley. So this book would fit for the See Yourself. So what this is about is that Jess and her friend Angie, they're roommates, and I believe this is set at either high school or college, boarding school, so it'll be high school, so this is YA. And I believe that there is a crush happening. So I think Jess has a crush on Angie, but Angie has a crush on someone else, so it's a little bit of a love triangle, but things kind of get menacing and dark, which I love. So I said See Yourself because I have had a crush on a friend before, so I think I see myself in that. Also, another category is queer friends, and this is a group of friends that is obviously queer. And then it's also hashtag own voices for Melinda Lowe. So this covers actually 3 of the challenges there. But yeah, it sounds really good. So I can't wait to read that. So then the next one that I've got, oh, it's about to fall off my table. The next one I've got is this book over here. So it's a secondhand copy, and it doesn't have the dust jacket, but I quite like just this black naked book with the gold writing on it. But if you can see that, it's A Destiny of Souls by Christopher Rice. Now, if Rice sounds familiar to you, Christopher Rice is Anne Rice's son. So again, off the strength of that, I was like, I've got to pick this up. It's Anne Rice's son. But it's also his debut novel, as far as I'm aware. And it focuses on a friend group in university or school. And something kind of bad happens. So it's kind of that dark academia vibe, which I love. And it's kind of coming of age. The central character is gay, and he's coming to terms with that. He's coming to terms with his life. And also there's this horrible thing that happened in the past, so I expect this to be dark and twisty, and then also have a lot of, from reviews that I've read, there's a lot of the queer and the gay content in here, which kind of perfectly fits this readathon. So I thought this one actually goes for a main character not like you, because I'm not a gay man. So, you know, and then I'm taking that literally, anyway. And then it also fits the queer friends tag as well, because it is kind of, yeah, it's a group of friends. Then the next one I've got is this book. I cannot wait to get to this book. So this is Night Shoot by David Sodergren. Massive David Sodergren fan. I just read Maggie's Grave, and it is amazing. So Night Shoot is a group of student filmmakers, and they're going to kind of make a film at this manor. It's kind of an unauthorized film. And then I believe there's it's maybe might be haunted. Things go horribly wrong during this film shoot. This has a lot of things that I love about it. You know, I love anything with sort of the behind the scenes of the film industry. I recently read Plain Bad Heroines, which had that in it as well, as I loved. I love haunted houses, so I'm hoping there's that kind of element in it. I just think it sounds fantastic. The protagonist, so the main character in this is a lesbian woman, as far as I'm aware, but this does not focus on sexuality. It is just a good old-fashioned horror story, but with a protagonist who is queer, which I really, really like. I like that. I like that it's not the main focus of the story. And this one fits into the categories for adult, and it also fits into the category of not coming out, because it's got nothing to do with coming out as gay. So yes, I like that. Then, oh, I've forgotten a book. Hang on, I'm coming back. By the magic of video, I am back with the book I forgot. Well, the books I forgot. So this one here, Elatsoe. This is one of the most beautiful, I mean, look at that cover. Probably one of the most beautiful books that I've encountered in a very long time. These gorgeous deckled edges, just the feel of it, the paper stock itself is gorgeous. So I'm going to go on about that. And also look at these beautiful illustrations. And I'm going to undress her because she's gorgeous naked. So, Elatsoe by Darcy Little Badger. This is a story about Elatsoe, a girl who is Native American Indigenous. So she's a member of the First Nations, and she has magic, and I think I would kind of describe it as kind of necromancy magic. She also has a ghost dog as her best friend, which is look at that, gorgeous. And she can kind of raise the spirits of dead animals. And she lives in a world where kind of magical beings are really normal. So, you know, vampires, shapeshifters, kind of what she does. Magic it's just there. It's in the world. It's nothing weird. And they apparently, so her and her friends kind of go on a bit of an adventure in this book, accompanied by the ghost dog, which I cannot wait to read. And it just sounds really beautiful. What attracted me to this book, other than the fact that it's gorgeous, is that it is written by Darcy Little Badger, who is a first member of First Nations. So she's an Indigenous author, which is wonderful to read. I haven't read a lot of books written by Indigenous authors, and I want to kind of broaden my horizons there. And it just sounds like a beautiful, magical story, and yeah, I can't wait to read this. This falls into the Indigenous author category. It falls into the Queer Readathon because I believe that so not Indigenous author, so it's Indigenous author actually and main character, and I think that's the category for the Readathon. But also Elatsoe, I believe, is Sarah Ace, so in that category. So that falls into that category. And then the other one, as you can tell by the cover, is Winter Vibes. It's just beautiful. It's just reminds me, it looks wintry. So I think it's perfect winter vibes. Vibes? Then the next one is, cannot wait to read this. So this is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. This book is basically about a girl, Jules. She takes a job as a house sitter in this kind of exclusive apartment block in New York, I believe, Manhattan. Yeah. And there's a dark history to this building. Strange things start to happen. That's what I want to know. Sounds fantastic. I picked this as my kind of question mark category because it's a horror thriller. That's sort of my own category. I believe Jules, the main character, is queer. So obviously fits into the Queer Readathon. Also Own Voices, Riley Sager is queer. So yes, I am well looking forward to this in my sort of kind of own category. And then the last one that I'm going to talk about is this beautiful book, another beautiful book. This is Neil Gaiman's Sleeper and the Spindle. And it's illustrated by Chris Rydell, and it is just gorgeous. So this fits into the category of graphic novel, obviously. It's a beautiful, beautiful graphic novel, but also fits into the category of retelling because this is a queer retelling of, not Beauty and the Beast, I was going to say Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty. That's the one, that's the fairy tale. So as you can tell by the cover, it's two women, so it's a queer retelling of Sleeping Beauty, and it fits perfectly into that category. So that is me. So cheers. to these books. Cheers to the readathon. Cheers to Kathy and Rogan for hosting again. Let me know if you've read any of these books, if you're participating, what you're planning on reading, and what you think of these books if you have read them. And thank you all for watching. Stay well and safe, and I will speak to you all again very, very soon. Bye.